Like when they be showing everything. All right.
Right. So why did 50 switch it to Friday instead of Sunday?
I don't know. I know it's a good idea because it come on Thursday.
Mm.
And I watch it at night.
I just saw the last one with Lil Meech. Just saw that one.
He turned dude into a crackhead.
Yeah, that's a good strategy. That's like
instead of killing him.
I mean, that's smooth. That's.
Did he tell her to do that though? I think she did that shit on her motherfucking own.
What?
Cash Dog was doing that because he kept telling her, "Let me
handle it." No, but she kept telling him like, "Let's team up and kill him." But she did that shit on her own.
That's
as far as telling him to come back and stuff like that. Because all she had to do was ignore him and tell Meech like. Because Meech got up in that house quick. I don't know if the cousin called Meech.
Are you talking about at Lamar house?
Yeah.
Because
I think he did tell the cousin because he gave him the money afterwards. You gotta think if his cousin walked in and see you had a gun in your head, he would have tried to like shoot you or something, or try to hold on, what you doing, my cousin type shit. So.
No, but he just had jumped on him.
But that don't matter. He's been jumping on the whole show.
But he like jumped on him and
we
pushed
threw him in the
that nigga to the
street.
ground.
We threw him
about the dog. He did it as about.
He's like,
that's my dog Blackie. Shut up.
Apologize to him if I killed him. I'm like,
that shit, okay?
Yeah,
but I did not see Power, but I did see.
You want me to get something else?
No problem.
Yeah.
I'm cool on Power. Like,
Well, what kind of pop they got? They got cherry or let me see.
Coca-Cola, Sprite. They ain't got no pets. They got Fanta. I know you like that.
Nah.
Oh,
I tried lemonade unless
it's a can.
Oh no, hell no.
I'm cool on the bottled water.
You say you want the bottled water?
I know. Somebody.
So I knew you. It don't matter what kind of fan.
I bought my first body armor for the first time. I've been listening to you. Oh my god, I'm in here with the fucking my wig off.
Yeah, man, you on YouTube.
He's screaming and shit.
YouTube.
Damn, I should have just told Imani now to bring to stop and get something to drink.
Oh yeah, I can stop at the gas station, get like a gallon of some Arizona juice.
Not Arizona juice. I take water for a little flavor or something. Like give me some San Pellegrino or some shit.
What is that? Wine?
San Pellegrino? It's like a sparkling. You know, I be liking that sparkling water and
I'm good.
Instead of drinking pop.
Man, it's just no.
He was like, no.
I mean, you might as well get some soda water. I mean,
soda water and
that's the same thing. I mean, it's the same.
we don't know. We don't know about that.
Oh man, what the heck? Oh yeah.
That shit hot. You over there taking that water, okay? Water. They could at least let some waters in this bitch.
It's all the same.
Is it really filtered?
It's empty.
I can't trust it. Because this how my refrigerator is built. Just like that. It looks brand new though. But they be in here cleaning up. Mariah, you want to taste that water?
huh?
Take to see if they filtered water tastes good.
The ice work.
Yeah, the ice work. And they got a big bag of ice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You mean like, yeah? Well, he's like I'm the tester, huh? We can try it. I'm thirsty anyway. Let me see, man.
Gatling. I'm making this recording in regards to my
Leia
dad.
getting older,
He's
man. I
Dion
can't play.
Gatling. Most people know him as
Why she
Cuffy.
asking me where I'm going?
But I wanted to make this recording so I can shed light on some facts. My dad was set up by one of his best friends, which is Demetrius Flannery, also known as Big Meech. My dad and Meech have been friends for 30 years plus. I've known Meech my whole life. I look at him like an uncle. Like, this situation has been completely devastating on so many different levels, and there's still so many questions that aren't answered. At this point, I can only shed light on what I know for sure to be facts, and hopefully one day I will have the complete truth.
Hey, this shit work, bro.
But in 2011, around that time, Meech reached out to my dad in regards to creating a BMF movie. So Meech hooked my dad up with a woman named Tammy CooLn. At the time, Tammy was Meech's power of attorney. Also, she owned the life rights. So my dad was working with Meech, Tammy, T, basically trying to work on a movie deal. So
what Meech and Tammy did was call a third-party cooperation. What happened was originally I was put with.
I'm trying to ask maybe something about stars, man. You still got your stars account? It's through your email?
You ain't got your fire stick? I would have brought my fire stick.
I don't have it on my birthday. One day they see Tyreek. Okay, what?
Initial trying to set up Fidel Suarez.
Yeah,
About
we
it,
talking
you know
about
what I
really
mean? I didn't put your name in this paperwork. How did you get in this paperwork? These are sworn documents. These are affidavits that have you listed as my unindicted co-conspirator. These are sworn documents. These affidavits went in front for wiretaps in front of a magistrate under the penalty of perjury. So you think them white folks gonna put themselves in a trick bag by putting Demetrius Flittery name in there as my unindicted
Oh yeah,
co-conspirator?
yeah, it's more of that move.
You're my unindicted co-conspirator, man. How did you get in my paperwork? And now, there doesn't seem to be any anger or vitriol coming from your perspective about none of this.
People are having a hard time accepting and understanding. They just don't want to believe it.
He knows this, and everybody else knows this. Anything with Tammy comes from him. Not only that, what she testified in court to, with Special Agent Keith Cromer, fired, disgraced DEA agent Keith Cromer, who she was having a illicit sexual relationship with, which killed their case, which killed his time cut.
A St. Louis man who led a local gang and ordered 2 murders was sentenced Friday to 27 years in prison, the U.S. Attorney's Office said. Deon Lamont Cuffy Gallen, 53, was the leader of a gang that brought heroin, cocaine, methamphetamine, and marijuana in bulk and sold the drug in the St. Louis area from 2009 to 2014, prosecutors said. In order to retaliate against a man who cooperated with federal investigators that sent Gallen's brother, Deron Wiley Gallen, to prison. Gallen ordered the murder of Jonas Howard. He was killed on the street outside of the St. Louis clinic on April 5th, 2010. Gallen drove a co-defendant, Andre Rush, and 2 shooters to the scene. Rush was there to point out Howard for the shooters. Deron Gallen died of an asthma attack in prison. Gallen had Rush shoot one of the drug dealer's associates, Terrence Morgan, on May 2nd, 2013 in the alley in St. Louis, Fox Park neighborhood.
All right, Angel.
Gallen thought Morgan's phone was tapped and that the DEA couldn't use the recordings in the court if Morgan was dead. In murdering 2 men who knew about the criminal acts, Mr. Gallen took aim at the very foundation of the justice system, the U.S. Attorney Jeff Jensen said in a statement announcing the sentence. Gallen was brought down by a DEA
you don't know what's going on,
that began in Atlanta with an undercover officer who arranged to supply heroin and cocaine to Gallen. Gallen thought the man was affiliated with a drug cartel. But the nearly 4-year period that has passed since the indictment of Gallen and 3 others also revealed misconduct in the DEA's Atlanta's office. Defense lawyer repeatedly argued that evidence in the case should be tossed. They claim a DEA supervisor in Atlanta had an affair with a confidential informant who helped set up Gallen. The now former supervisor, Keith Cromer, admitted that the relationship violated DEA's policy, prohibiting more than an arm's length relationship. But he denied having sex with her or falsifying reports to justify $212,000 in payments to her. Gallen pleaded guilty in February to 5 charges: cocaine distribution, conspiracy, heroin distribution conspiracy, attempting to possess both heroin and cocaine, and possession of 1 or more firearms in furtherance of a drug trafficking crime.
Oh yeah, man.
I can
stream on here.
Rush
It's that computer.
To drug charges and a gun charge linked to 2 deaths as part of a deal in which prosecutors and his lawyers have agreed to recommend 25 years in prison. Timothy Lamont Rush, another man linked to the gang, pleaded guilty to drug charges and was sentenced May 3rd to the time he already served in prison. A 4th man, Lorenzo Gibbs, has yet to be sentenced on drug charges.
St. Louis, a federal drug agent denied in testimony here Friday that he ever slept with a confidential informer, but he admitted developing a personal relationship with her. The conduct of Keith Cromer, who was a group supervisor at the Drug Enforcement Administration office in Atlanta, is the subject of a continuing hearing on whether charges can move to trial against 4 alleged St. Louis drug ring members, 2 of them accused of murder. St. Louis, a federal drug agent denied in testimony here Friday that he ever slept with a confidential informer, but he admitted developing a personal relationship with her. The conduct of Keith Cromer, who was a group supervisor at the Drug Enforcement Administration office in Atlanta, is the subject of a continuing hearing on whether charges can move to trial against 4 alleged St. Louis drug. You are. Members, 2 of them accused of murder. Officials have acknowledged that allegations of impropriety involving Cromer and a woman known as CS1 for confidential source 1 are the subject of an internal investigation by the DEA and a criminal investigation by the Justice Department. CS1 has been paid $212,000 in DEA funds for help with cases and played a role in providing information for a wiretap order that investigators said helped bring down the St. Louis ring. According to documents obtained by the Post-Dispatch, defense attorneys are using information provided by federal prosecutors to claim that DEA investigators may have used CS1 to vouch for improperly obtained information or even their hunches. The lawyers have questioned whether there was ever evidence to prove several of the claims that prompted a judge to approve wiretapping in the St. Louis case. Cromer told U.S. Magistrate Judge Shirley Padmore Mensah, "There's no salacious activity going on." He acknowledged turning to CS1 for comfort after his son died of leukemia in 2011.
You want to go
DEA's
smoke first before you
employee
watch it?
assistance program had failed him. He said he was depressed, anxious, and had survivor's guilt, but was afraid to let anyone else know. "In hiding, I chose the wrong person," he said. He said he and CS1 had been to dinner, were in the same theater to see a Three Stooges movie, and had been on 2 vacations, but stayed in separate rooms and were never intimate. He said sometimes his brother, who was dating CS1's neighbor, had invited her along. Cromer is married, or was at the time. He denied falsifying reports to justify payments to CS1 and said no subordinates had either. "There's nothing wrong with the work," he insisted. "That work is solid." CS1 was paid $2,500 per month by the DEA. Cromer said that there was no written agreement, but that her work was reported each month to justify her payment. He said that the agency had the same arrangement with others and that his supervisors were aware of it. Cromer said the allegations of impropriety surfaced in May 2014. By June 2015, his security clearance had been revoked. He said DEA investigators just took it on faith that he committed misconduct. But, he said, nobody asked me about it. Twice during Friday's questioning, Cromer asserted his Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination. In one instance, the judge said he already waived it by testifying on Wednesday. Later, he invoked it when asked about his relationship with CS1, but then answered the questions anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it
Cromer has
worked.
not been charged.
No, I
said
just want
Friday
another
that he had been
computer because
suspended.
my computer. This
He
works
suggested that
way better than
CS1
my-
made the allegations after realizing the potential consequences of her cooperation with the DEA, including possible exposure as a source. Testimony in secret. It is not known what CS1 said in court about the relationship. She testified Monday in a closed hearing. Much of this week's testimony was taken in secret, with a reporter kept out. The Post-Dispatch reported online Monday night that defense lawyers for 4 St. Louis suspects claim the allegation against Cromer should result in disqualifying key evidence in the case. The 4, Dion L. Gatling, Andre Alfonso Rush, Timothy Lamont Rush, and Lorenzo Gibbs, were indicted in 2014 on various federal drug-related charges. Gatling and Andre Rush have also been charged and accused of a role in 2 murders here. Defense allegations appear to have been somewhat weakened by what testimony was made in open court this week. A retired DEA agent, John Harvey, said some of the money paid to CS1 was for work done for him that resulted in a valuable seizure. He said agents were forbidden from even being alone with sources, much less having a personal relationship. He said that an arm's-length relationship was necessary to protect the integrity of the whole process. Harvey also testified that CS1 contacted him in 2014 about a relationship she was having and other problems with the agency, including threats she had received after being outed as a DEA source. Those threats have continued, other agents testified. DEA agents in St. Louis have buttressed information purportedly obtained from CS1, saying her reports about drug connections between Gatling and a man from California were borne out by subsequent investigation and the wiretaps. Agents here were already aware of Gatling from other investigations, they said. The proceedings recessed Friday and are due to resume.
They got a refrigerator out here. About to put this and take some pictures and get on. How you doing that? That's great.
That shit cap.
In Marvel Studios' Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, we get a close look at the MCU's next big bad, Kang the Conqueror. And to help us break down the design behind this multiversal miscreant, I'm here with the director of visual development at Marvel Studios, Andy Park, and concept artist Konstantin Sakaris. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi. Let's dive in. Kang is such an iconic character, and fans have been eagerly awaiting his big screen debut. So tell us where you started with developing the Conqueror variant of this character.
Whenever we're tackling any particular villain, when we're trying to translate comic into the MCU, we always do a deep dive into the comic books. Of course, starting off with Jack Kirby.
Jack Kirby just had this design sense of just making characters look iconic, just very simple and bold.
So this is our chance to come up with the classic look that we see from the comic. The purples, the greens, the helmet, the blue visage.
One of the very first inspiration images that was given to me was of Kang.
Where I might need you to grab it for the well, it's not like I do. I need you to grab that bee.
What?
That bee balloon. Stand on the
Oh, yeah, I got you. I got you. I got you. See?
They lit over here. Jerry, I must be asleep.
Oh?
He can't because I ain't never told. He's not going to say that. He's not going to say that, bro. He's not. He's not. I'm sorry, guys. You guys can look and click on all kind of clickbait that says 50 Cent and Big Meech checks Blue Da Vinci, blah, blah, blah. And then when you click on it, it's a message that says, oh, Little Meech, man, 50 Cent is the only one that ever helped us, man.
They want to do me like Martin Luther, crucify me like I'm Yahshua, but I'm dropping this gold like Mansa Musa and dodging these bullets like hallelujah.
Nigga, watch your mouth, nigga, about my wife, nigga. Nah, nigga, that's between them two. They arguing about family business that has nothing to do with me. Nothing.
But
there go Blue right there, guy. I would be a cold
who is that talking?
To involve
Who is that nigga talking?
Have a nice background.
Who is that?
Who that, Blue?
That's Kid.
Hell for
Yeah,
that.
this Blue.
This
Hey,
Kev,
listen, bro, a lot of that shit you saying false. That shit you saying ain't real. Chill out, bro. Y'all niggas just go gassing and talking. Y'all niggas don't be knowing shit. You saying that people don't know shit, but you don't know shit, and you sound crazy as fuck up here, nigga. Let me tell you something. Nigga. Tammy was my bitch. Don't y'all niggas understand this shit? Y'all niggas not understanding.
Nah. That ain't the nigga ain't talking about that.
I just listened to you. I just tapped in for the last 10 minutes and listened to you on somebody else's phone that grabbed me by the elbow. All right? I listened to you before I even got my phone and tapped into this shit. All right? So just let me go over what I heard you say before anything else. All right? And I'm gonna correct all those things. All right? No disrespect. This is respectfully. Everything I be excited. That's just my character. But this is respectfully. This what I'm finna lay on y'all right now. Okay? I'm finna take y'all to something. I said this before, but I guess niggas be clipping this shit out and don't be catching shit. Tammy was my bitch in 03, my nigga. Okay? That lady slept with me, my nigga, not with Demetrius, not with J-Bo, not with none of these other niggas, okay? That was my little older broad, and she wasn't no rat, none of that shit. Bitch was buying me Kawasaki 900 motorcycles, nigga, all right? When I stayed in Doraville, Georgia, nigga, with jacuzzis inside of my house, with Olympic-sized swimming pools outside, and no Big Meech did not live there. Okay, let's be fucking clear. We gonna be clear as fuck tonight. We finna get this shit out here, nigga, for real. Niggas all this protecting and all this motherfucking, this is the homie. Fuck all that. I love Meech too. But what's right is right and what's fucking wrong is wrong, nigga. Period. All right? These niggas try to run my name through the mud. I sat, nigga, for 3 years and watched these niggas and laughed. And just seen, nigga, what? Who doing what? These little niggas. All right, now watch this. Let me take you through a progression right quick. This lady, I stopped dealing with when I went to prison in 2007, okay?
I can't roll like that.
Obviously, when I went to prison, I wanted to get closer to my children's mother, so I started leaving all of the excess women kind of alone to get closer to the kids' moms, to bring the kids to the visits and all that. When I stopped talking to all these females, I believe is the time that Tammy Cowens started writing letters to the homies that she knew but didn't know like that. All right? See, back then, I wouldn't bring Tammy to the club and have her in the mix with us with all the hoopla. I would call her when we done with all that shit. Hey, baby, pull up to the crib. It was one of them kind of situations. She only really knew Baby Blue, Bull, Big Cuz, the niggas that lived in the house with me. All right? Them is the niggas that she knew. She was writing letters to niggas and got cool with me through letters in prison when we was all in prison. Meaning she never spent no intimate personal time with Meech on the streets. No, never. They did not know each other like that. She met that nigga online and was telling that nigga what she could do. Oh, I could do this. I can help you do this. I can help you go shop a deal for the movie. That's how they fucking started. So now he got locked up in 2005, October. 2006, they got cool. 2007, they got cooler. 2008, it started becoming an issue with Big Meech's wifey. If anybody remember, that was Big Meech's girlfriend back then. She was beefing with Tammy. Lil Meech's mama was beefing with Tammy. Everybody was beefing with Tammy because Tammy had became this person to Meech that nobody could understand how this bitch come from out of nowhere and become his confidant like this. Hold on, let's talk about it. Nigga hit that movie shit ain't in his son name. It ain't his baby mama or his mama name. It's in this bitch name. Where the fuck this bitch come from? Nigga, y'all niggas trying to protect this shit? Don't protect this shit. This shit ain't worth protecting. The nigga worked something with the bitch. The nigga put the bitch with his controlling agent. Y'all look at the paperwork. The bitch, when the bitch did the case, bro, on Terry White, look at the controlling agent before she fucked the new agent. The original controlling agent on the first case was who? Special Agent Jack Harvey, which is who? The same fucking special agent that put us all in jail. How the fuck you think the bitch got with the agent? All right, now let's speed up to why Cuff's still in jail and all his co-defendants is home. Nigga, they put a wiretap that lasted for years. The bitch got paid $300 and something thousand during the duration of this shit. They been eating. All right? But she fucked on the agent, just like you said. It was motherfucking, what did they call it? Just like if you fuck somebody on your wife. Infidelity inside of the case with the CI and the officer. So now they gotta throw the whole case out. But hold on. They want you, we gonna get cut. Nigga, before we throw this shit out, while we was listening for all this time, we heard you, Cuffy, when you did this over here. So we're gonna pluck this information out of this affidavit of this wiretap that we got from off Meech them, and we gonna supersede Cuff alone and indict him for this government witness, for hitting the government witness. And they let the Mexican go, and they let the other co-defendants go for the Meech case. That's why Meech ain't get out. If everybody remember in 2018, before Barack Obama came out of motherfucking office, right? It was going viral that Big Meech was finna get out of jail. Stop me when I'm fucking lying. Who ain't heard? Oh, ain't nobody better quiet now. Ain't nobody hear that, huh? Man, Big Meech finna get home May 24th or May 26th. They had a fucking date set for that shit. He was finna get out. Everybody in the country was certain Big Meech was finna get out. Yeah, that's because them niggas was finna go to court. Them niggas was going to court. That was right before 248 hours before they put that lady and that agent on that stand and fucked that whole case up. And then Cuz didn't get out. Now let's keep it 100. That's what's really going on, my nigga. And we can sit up here for content and clip and be playing. But I heard niggas nail Gunner and all them YSL niggas for denouncing YSL and all that dumbass shit they did. But niggas is steady talking, oh, this my homeboy. I just can't see it. Niggas 32 pages that explain everything. It tell you when he went to the lady and put the play together. The lady told the police what's going on. She said on the stand that she did it to get Meech's time cut. Can y'all read or not? God damn.
Hey, Blue.
It tell you the shit flat out, bro.
Hey,
it's
Blue,
32. It's like 32 pages
Blue,
in the document.
If you was listening when I was talking, I said, I didn't see that. I don't know about that. I have to call Tammy.
Well, no, you don't got to call nobody. You can search Demetrius Flannery and CS1,
not
bro.
That Tammy. I'm talking about Cuffy's daughter, not that Tammy.
No, you're talking about Tamara. That's Tamara.
Yeah, Tamara. But I call her Tammy. So,
right.
Ain't nothing I said in here was crazy. I didn't say nothing crazy about you.
Listen, I ain't saying you particularly. I just saying y'all. I'm saying y'all as the mass of people.
Because let me tell you this.
Hold on, one more thing. Hold on, one more thing. Right quick. Look, bro, at the end of the day, bro, what's right is what's right. what's wrong is what's wrong. Let me tell you what was wrong. All right. I just want to clear this shit because this is a nice stage. Watch this. Let me tell y'all what was wrong.
Keep it coming.
See, Big Meech your boss. You think you love Big Meech and you cool with him? All right. Nah, nigga, I love Big Meech. I'm cool with him. That's my nigga. I lived with him for all them years, bro. Since I met him and since he went to prison. I was the nigga right next to him no matter what nobody say. Look at all the pictures and videos. They'll tell you the truth. No matter what nobody fucking say. History can't be fucking erased. It's there. It's documented. You can see us together. I was living in damn near every house that nigga was in from that time that I met him until the time that he left, okay? That's my nigga. But in 2007, when I got locked up and this motherfucking limo got picked up by the feds, Meech just automatically convicted me of being a snitch then.
Yeah, and that was wrong.
Bro, that's how all this shit come out. Hold on, this how all this shit start with me.
That was wrong.
Hold on, bro. Watch this. This how all this shit start with me. Nigga said I told about a limo. This was in 07, okay? This is without no paperwork. So this is supposed to be, quote unquote, a boss of a mob. The biggest African-American drug cartel known to American history. That's what I like to call BMF because that's what the white people call it. Now watch this, right? The boss of that shit, without no paperwork, that nigga didn't even find out who actually told on the motherfucker. He just tried to use his brain. Now look, let me think out of everybody that got locked up. The only nigga left was Blue. It had to be Blue. And then start getting on the phone with nigga, man, I can't believe Blue told about this limo. Now, what part of that shit is gangster?
But you know, but Blue.
No, ain't no but. Is there no but?
Nah,
you can't do that. You'll get a nigga killed for that, bro.
That shit is
How could you say but when you'll get a nigga killed for that? What if a nigga would have came and shot me in the face behind that?
Absolutely.
And then you saying but? Hold on, bro. Say but to my mama. Bro, you gotta say but to my 6 kids.
No.
You gotta say but to my mother, bro.
I'm not saying but to justify.
A nigga can't do that. You can't do that out here, bro.
Listen, hear me out.
Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm listening.
I'm not saying but to justify what he said, Blue. That's not what I'm saying, homie. And I'm gonna send you my number so we can kick it because we need to kick it.
All right, I got you.
But I'm not saying but to justify that. What I'm saying to you is these niggas on the outside that's around, son, and I'm telling you because I sat with them and I ain't gonna tell you what we talked about on this stage, but I'm gonna call you and tell you. But
right,
these niggas got the arm up this nigga's back like you wouldn't believe. This nigga believes everything that somebody calls him and tells him. Because I get into it with him over shit.
You talking about dude?
But yeah, by dude. Like niggas that's in the street or call him or not call him, but you know, get with him and he's speaking to him and telling him all sorts of shit and he just fly with it. He just believe it. And I've gotten to arguments with him over that. Like, nigga, you just gonna believe that? You're not gonna do no investigation.
Come on, bro. That ain't no excuse for a nigga that's a leader. For the proposed leader of a mob, my nigga, of all them people.
I can show you emails to the nigga where I said to the nigga,
bro, hold on though. For real, bro. In my own defense, right there. Hold on, bro. Nah, we can't do that, my nigga. We don't do that. We can't do that. I'm not finna give a nigga that. I'm a gangster. I'm a regular Crip from LA. So when I say I'm a gangster, that's what I mean. It don't mean that I was the biggest drug dealer, none of that shit. When I say I'm a gangster, that means I just grew up under my uncles and daddy and all them niggas, and they is cut from a cloth that do certain shit. That's why the snitching shit is just preposterous to me. Number one, I get labeled a snitch by a nigga that's a mob boss that don't even get the paperwork to find out who the real snitch is before he open up his mouth. That's my point. That's what's supposed to happen. See, there's certain ways that you're supposed to move when you're a proclaimed boss, period. Nigga, if I'm a tiny low Crip, and I'm one of the niggas that run the Tiny Lokes from my set, nigga, if I'm a boss, I can't just say one of the Tiny Lokes is a snitch unless I see the paperwork. I don't give a fuck what I thought or what I thought I saw. Nigga, that's just how this shit go, bro. And then it didn't go like that. Hold on. It didn't go like that. And then over the history of time, I didn't waste my time and my breath doing what I'm doing now and telling people what's right and what's wrong. I try to give people the opportunity to see it for themselves. Okay, everybody want to take so long that it's a fucking movie out and these niggas is really thinking I told, and you got all these little pussy niggas that ain't never gonna bust a grape whether a nigga told or not, running around talking. Hold on, nigga, I'm finna come outside and step on these niggas. Y'all niggas got me fucked up. Y'all really better dig my shit up and start figuring out who I am and what's gonna come behind with me, nigga. Who y'all think it was, nigga, when a nigga came down and shot Meech in his ass? Wolf shot Meech in his ass, nigga. Who saved him? He turned around, got shot in his ass. What crew of niggas was right there to handle that business? Every time Cuz got into it. When I was around, once I came around, I don't know about what they was doing on the TV show when they was in the D back in the day, with how they came up. That's what we tip our hats to them for solely. But that wasn't in the name of BMF, gang. All right? That was in the name of a bunch of other stuff like 50 Boys and the other gangster shit that they had going on back then, all right? There was no BMF chains and shit back then that we accredit in the shit that we see nowadays, the shit that we love, bro, that we, the cars, the throwing the money in the club, them big ass mansions, all the niggas with all that jewelry, crip walking and blood hopping all over the place, and New York niggas and different niggas from different areas all together. That was us. All right? I don't know about that other shit. I respect it, but I don't know about it. I wasn't there for it. I don't even speak on it. That's them niggas' heyday. My heyday was once I went and created that logo that everybody want to put on their motherfucking chest and on their hat and on their shirt. I made that shit. We gonna respect the gangsters for real. The niggas that I brought around, ooters. Ask everybody. The niggas that I brought around, ooters.
In my video.
These niggas ain't playing. That's why they ain't talking to you. I can't even get them niggas to say nothing for me because they don't want to say shit. Ooters.
Nobody on that.
Man, come on, dog.
Tell them,
for real. And niggas that know that was around, that know on the gravel that was there, they know, nigga, I stood spearhead in front of that shit, nigga. And walk with 30, 40 niggas before me come out the house at night, nigga. All day, we walking up and down the street and handling that business and getting into the fights and busting and doing all that shit. That real BMF shit that niggas love, that niggas seen, niggas know Blue was in the front of that shit. What's happening? That's all I've been saying, bro. That's all for the last 2 weeks. I ain't said it in years. And this is it. After these couple little things, that's it. I just want to set the record straight. I gave everybody a chance to talk, say they piece. J-Bo, hold on, one more thing. This nigga J-Bo. Okay?
I don't,
you got a nigga
I don't
that
fuck with Son at all, bro.
But hold on. You got a nigga. I want everybody. The world needs it. This shit is exposed. Hold on. You got a nigga. I'm going to calm back down for this one. You know, I can control that shit. You got a nigga that said he is the paperwork. He doesn't need paperwork because when they brought all of us as BMF back to court on a writ while we was in prison, they had me in one place and they had them in one place. So that means that they had a separate T on us. And so I was telling because I was somewhere else. You fucking idiot. Number one, first and foremost, the facility we was in is called Robert A. Dayton Detention Facility. That's the facility, the holdover I was housed in before I went to prison. So when they took us and put us on a writ, and I went back to that facility, guess what? Any nigga that been in prison and shit before, I was already classified for that place. So I went exactly to the same housing unit that I was in before I left, the same unit, C house. I was right there, seeing them same guards and shit, right? That's how the shit worked. Them niggas came in from different places. They come to the D-pod. It was the new side that they built. But this what a nigga don't know. He said they put a separate T on me. But see, I got information that he ain't have. Guess what, J-Bo? Nigga, when I got to Tallahassee, when I packed out my prison and got to Tallahassee and had to drive the bus, get on the bus 11 hours to Georgia, guess who I was handcuffed to with your writ? Nigga, Big Meech, the boss. Nigga, I rode 11 hours, nigga, from Tallahassee to Georgia while we was in prison. Handcuffed to Big Meech, the boss. This is 2010. Okay? So now J-Bo's saying that I was a rat because I was in another part of a facility in 2010. But then guess what? I got shit that show in 2017. Me and J-Bo communicating, talking. Guess what? I did a party in Detroit and I went as far as to print up a whole bunch of free J-Bo hoodies in 2017 and gave them to all J-Bo people from St. Louis, the new artists he fucking with, his play sister and all that shit. And they all came to the party in J-Bo's honor and they turned up with the free J-Bo shirts on. It wasn't no Blue Da Vinci was a rat then. What's happening? But guess what? That same party, I ain't let Lil Rob in. Lil Rob is play brother. Lil Rob had some paperwork on him about some heroin told on some other niggas somewhere else. I ain't want that shit in my pictures in my party. All right? So I said Lil Rob can't come in the party. So I'm figuring this why J-Bo got mad And then once he came home, go, fuck this nigga Blue. I ain't talking at all. I think he told. Man, weird ass niggas, man. These niggas is weird and he a goofy. A weird goofy. Stop playing, man.
That's them weirdos.
Keep it 100, man. Nigga, all nigga got to do is keep it 100, whether you wrong or right, bro. If I'm wrong, I'm man enough to keep it 100 and just accept my wrong and accept my faults. That's what make me me. I don't never got to act like, oh, I'm perfect and I'm too good all the time. Nigga, if I was wrong, gang, I was just wrong. Bitch, nigga, you was wrong. That's why I keep saying I'm going to beat Cuz up when I see him. Because I'm for real. When I see Cuz, I'm putting paws all over him.
Yo, Blue, I don't know if you said you was listening for 10 minutes. I don't know if you heard. Like I told Lim, I sat on the visit in December 2015.
Need the sound. Nigga really watching that shit.
my Mac.
In Lumpark. For 9 hours, I sat there with him.
Oh no, I get
And he
it.
said, yo, tell Blue, do me a favor. Hit Blue and tell Blue this, third. I said, I'm not going to be no messenger, kid, but I will contact him and give him the information that you want to talk. But I'm not going to involve myself in y'all business.
Hold on.
I'm not no so listen to what I'm saying.
I've been talking to Meech the whole. Hold on, bro. In 2015, Meech told you, sent a message to you, but I ain't never lost communication with Meech since he been in prison, nigga, since till 2017. 2017, the last time I talked to Meech, and I'll put up countless people in this motherfucking clubhouse that'll tell you that they sat there and watched and listened to me talk to Meech for hours. Nigga, for hours. 2012, 2000. Anytime he came out of them holes and had his hands on them motherfucking cell phones, I was on the phone with him. It never changed until he knew, the day he knew that I had this paperwork, bro. That's when everything changed. Nigga can't tell me. I know what it is with a nigga. It's my best friend, nigga. I know what it is with a nigga.
The point that I'm making is he ain't never said no.
I know because he can't, because I ain't never told. He's not going to say that. He's not going to say that, bro. He's not. He's not. I'm sorry, guys. You guys can look and click on all kind of clickbait that says 50 Cent and Big Meech checks Blue Da Vinci, blah, blah, blah. And then when you click on it, it's a message that says, oh, little Meech, man, 50 Cent is the only one that ever helped us, man. Come on, bro. It don't never be about me. It's not about me, bro.
50 fuck with Terry. Meech don't fuck with him like that.
I'm just talking about when he send the message to the streets and 50 posts the email message from Meech from prison. And then the clickbait says, I can look it up. The clickbait of it says 50 Cent and Big Meech checks Blue Da Vinci. And then when you click it and read the message, it's just him sending an email to his son about how happy he is about the show and shit. It has nothing to do with me. I'm saying that to say, bro, Meech, I ain't gonna lie on Meech up here, bro. I'm not doing that. I'm not lying on Meech, my nigga. I'm not saying Meech came up. I said one time he said that he apologized about that back in the day. We did the Source magazine, but that ain't the point. The point is the damage was done. And that was less than gangster. The truth can't be considered as disrespect. It is what it is. He put me out there, nigga, at the beginning, nigga, and that was.
It's time you handed Carlisle Perkins over to me. You like certain skills. And by skills, do you mean a penis and a pair of testicles so I can strut around?
When it comes to Bitcoin in particular, I think the value of Bitcoin has never been clearer in the current economic environment and in the current banking environment. 25% of American adults, according to some research, own Bitcoin. 300 million people around the world have exposure to Bitcoin or have used Bitcoin.
In the face of a banking system in crisis, not just in America, but around the world, plus a collapsing financial system in general, the value of Bitcoin has never been clearer. So much so, the former CTO of Coinbase is making two $1 million bets. Bitcoin hits $1 million in the next 90 days is the claim. Bitcoin hits $1 million in the next 90 days is the claim. Before we get to that, if Bitcoin is going to continue to grow, how do we convince someone who looks at all the FTX fraud, the Sam Bankman-Fried fraud, how do we convince those people who look at that and are nervous, how do we convince those people to get into Bitcoin?
Wherever your business needs to show up, Vistaprint can print it, like on windows, or on cups, or on paper, obviously. And you know what? Pretty much everywhere else. Discover the printabilities at Vistaprint.com.
I think
if
these
Bitcoin's going to
numbers,
continue
again,
to grow, let me just jump in there. If Bitcoin's going to continue to grow, How do you convince people who are out there who saw the FTX headline, see the meltdown, they see Sam Bankman-Fried on an island somewhere with billions of dollars? It all looks very scary. How do you convince those people who aren't in Bitcoin now to jump in? That's what you need for growth, right?
Well, look, Sam Bankman-Fried is not Bitcoin and vice versa. That's very important to distinguish. Many industries have had bad actors, whether it's tech, whether it's pharma, right? This is not a problem that's unique to crypto. And again, there are many different ways to get exposure to the crypto space. Coinbase is a regulated, publicly listed company. My company, CoinShares, is a publicly listed, regulated company that provides transparency. So again, there are a lot of choices, a lot of different ways for people to get exposure. And I just want to make it clear, one person does not represent our industry. Bitcoin has no leaders, has no rulers, and there are a lot of different ways that people can interact with it. It's going to take time. I don't disagree with you, but we just need to let things take their course. And I don't think there is a rallying cry. It's people learning, getting interested, and then taking the risk and jumping into Bitcoin if they feel it's appropriate for them. And a lot of people are starting to make that choice.
Former Coinbase CTO makes a $2 million bet on Bitcoin's performance over the next 90 days. Former Coinbase Chief Technology Officer Balaji S. has made a millionaire bet on Bitcoin's price over the next 90 days, predicting the cryptocurrency's price will reach 1 million by June 17th. The wager was initiated on March 17th when pseudonymous Twitter user James Medlock offered to bet anyone 1 million that the United States would not experience hyperinflation. A few hours later, the former Coinbase CTO accepted that bet. Under the proposed terms, if Bitcoin's price fails to reach 1 million by June 17th, Medlock will win $1 million worth of dollar-pegged stablecoin USDC and 1 Bitcoin. The same way, if Bitcoin is worth at least 1 million by that date, then Balaji can keep the 1 Bitcoin and the 1 million in USDC. 40-to-1 odds. As per the thread, other Twitter users helped set up a smart contract with the betting terms. Balaji also disclosed that he would move another 1 million in USDC for another wager on the same topic. Who wants to take him up on this? I'm moving 2 million into USDC for the bet. I will do it with Medlock and one other person. Sufficient to prove the point. See my next tweet. Everyone else should just go buy Bitcoin as
This is Wix.
Yo, it's your boy Trish News, and I'm back at y'all with another one. Appreciate all love, support. Thanks for everyone who subscribed to my channel. If you ain't subbed to the channel, make sure you do. Make sure you join both memberships. Shout out my boy C Hood on the road to 50K. Shout out at JPay Beats, man. You got ops and you can't go to the studio. Send them to JPay Beats, and he'll send them back to you through the email, man. Shout out at Hungry Mama 773. Got the best food in the Chicagoland area. I ain't trying to debate or talk. It's on Howard Street up north. Hungry Mama 773. But enough of that, man. Old Block Moowop, man. Moowop was on the phone from the feds, man, with his people on Facebook, and they was on Facebook Live, and he was on the phone with his people, and he spoke out, man, again, man. The first time he sent the message, man, he was saying shoebox, one picking up the phone. He was saying that, you know, if people got money for him, stop saying that they got some money for him. They gonna send it to him when they on the phone with him. Just give it to his mama, man, because he good. He don't need nothing. Nah, he said, man, soon he come from up under this. If God willing, he said he won't hang with half of them suckers he was hanging without that, man. It ain't even about the money. You know what I'm talking about? And I always tell people that, man, the phone calls, the little shit, people don't even need the hundreds of dollars, bro, just to send $10, $15 so he could get him a Zuzu Wham Wham and a hygiene. You know, something, man, you know, and it's just that you got to go to jail to find this out. That's why I be telling the youth now who haven't been to jail, who have no record, that, man, your man is your nine, bro. You are somebody, for real. Don't let nobody tell you you're not, because you'll be in situations like them, fighting for your life. You know what I'm talking about? 50 years is the cop-out. Life is the sentence if you go to trial and lose. And, you know, you got to deal with some fake homies who ain't picking up the phone or none of that. But they ain't fake, though, because life goes on, though. You know, life goes on, and people just be in a box at a standstill. But you know you always learn the lesson. So move up. He's saying if he come from up under this, man, he ain't messing with them same suckers no more, man. He said because they ain't doing right when he been in there. It's going on 2 years, man, and he ain't heard from half the people who he was hanging with.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Since Day One. Before we get into this video today about Lil Durk, as well as his ex-girlfriend, India Royal, and also today we have in attendance Krishan Rock, as well as Blueface, NBA Youngboy, his sister T. Lee, his baby mama Star Dejanay, as well as his other baby mama Arcola, his side chicks Days Rose Gold, Arabian, and his ex-side chick Blue, as well as his mystery girl Nari, NBA Youngboy's ex-baby mama LaPatra Lachey, as well as his fake baby mama Kate El Marie, 600 Breezy, as well as his baby mama Queen Key, and last but not least we have Ariana Fletcher. And before we get into this video today, you guys go ahead and like the video, comment down below, and if you are new, smash that subscribe button to take flight with us.
And Doug.
Hey man, nice base. Clearly you're a safe driver. You could save hundreds for safe driving with Liberty Mutual. They customize your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Woo! We gotta go again.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.